your opinion and place your calling. WUB. Be yourself, see yourself. This is a show of people. Believe our needless reason. Nobody feel left out is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's all we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes. WUB. And all the things that will happen like dark blue skies. I love it make people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice your opinion and place your calling. WUB. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play your role, get where you need to. You can tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait? It's a time calling. It's a show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in. WUB. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving. Na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice your opinion and place your calling. WUB. Be yourself, see yourself. This is a show of people. Believe our hope, so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's all we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes. WUB. And all the things that will happen like dark blue skies. I love it that people get victimized.
Good morning and welcome to XTV WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes on this beautiful Thursday morning. It is the 9th of May 2024, 6:34 a.m. here in studios. My name is Numi Usher. I am pleased to be here with you. I hope that you have rested well and are ready to take on this Thursday morning. Before we get into the show though, there are a couple of things we have to give you, the weather and the news. The news here is prepared by XTV's news desk and the weather report is prepared by the National Meteorological Service. This morning, our forecaster is Catherine Cumberbatch.
Good morning, Belize. Seasonably warm and dry conditions will continue to dominate our weather. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and her coastal waters calls for sunny skies today with a few cloudy spells, and high temperatures today are expected to reach 91 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast to 102 inland and 86 over the mountains. A heat alert remains in effect for inland areas, and residents, especially those living inland, are advised to stay hydrated and avoid outdoor activities, especially during the afternoon hours. Tonight, the skies will be clear to partly cloudy with low temperatures of 83 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast to 77 inland and 71 in the higher elevations. Little to no rainfall is expected. The winds will be easterly at 10 to 20 knots and the sea state will be choppy. A high tide will occur at 10:07 a.m. followed by a low at 5:42 p.m. Another high occurs at 11:57 tonight and a low at 4:45 a.m. The sun will set at 15 minutes past 6 today, and the moon comes up at 6:28 this morning and set at 8:11 tonight. The outlook for Friday and Friday night is for similar weather conditions to prevail. In the Sargassum forecast, reports from coastal destinations across the country indicate that large amounts of sargassum continue to affect our beaches, and this trend is expected to continue for the next few days or weeks. And in the fire risk forecast, the risk for forest and brush fires will remain high for the next day or so. And that's your morning forecast that was prepared here at the National Meteorological Service.
The first private radio in Belize since 1989, Creme FM presents the news. Informative, accurate, current information, local, regional, and international news, weather and sports. And now, the news.
The public hearing sessions of the Senate Special Select Committee on the Portico Definitive Agreement finally resumed Wednesday. The highlight was the appearance as second witness of David Gegg, the developer behind the Port of Magical Belize project that required the signing of the definitive agreement. He appeared with attorney Andrew Bennett at his side. Gegg reported to the committee that he had a change of heart about appearing despite Senator General Chanona chairing the committee. He said it is high time the facts be shared with the Belizean people. He affirmed he was attending with clean hands. Gegg narrated that the plan for Port Magical was developed with consultants in Miami. The communication with government, he says, started in June 2017. He added that there were subsequent meetings, including with then Prime Minister Dean Barrow, who instructed that an MOU be prepared. The meeting was arranged by Senator Stephen Duncan. Thereafter, Gegg shared he secured endorsements for the project from cruise executives and then made links with Boskalis, which bought into the project. An agreement was signed in May 2019. He noted that in December 2019, he and Boskalis reps met with PM Barrow. Fast forward to 2020, the year of the general elections. Gegg says the environmental clearance process was proceeding smoothly and they had no reason to believe clearance would be denied. They had submitted their ESIA in March of 2020. They were subsequently called to provide supplemental information, and he attended 4 meetings of the National Environmental Appraisal Committee, the NEAC. They finally learned the project had been approved in August 28, 2020. However, there were soon some hurdles. While the environmental clearance project was ongoing, they retained Morales Perfit LLP to draft the definitive agreement.
Draft definitive agreement was forwarded on June 1st, 2021 to Ministers Panton, Perfit, and Contreras. NEAC meeting of August 28th had approved our environmental compliance. I could not believe it. I was over the moon. Please keep in mind that our draft definitive agreement had already been in circulation since June 1st to Ministers Panton and Perfit, as well as to Minister Contreras. My elation was short-lived a few days later when there was a suggestion that there may not have been a quorum at the meeting of August 28th. In early September of 2020, and wanting to ensure that the government representatives understood the financial commitment which Boskalis had provided, freshly dated letters to PM Barrow with copies to Tracy Panton and Erwin Contreras were delivered to the offices of those persons at their Belmopan locations. I personally delivered those letters. The letters, 2 different letters, once again contained the equity commitment by Boskalis and the references from their European bankers. Those letters were dated September 2nd, 2020, and I delivered them on or about September 4th in Belmopan. Having not heard from NEAC as regard the approval, nor from Minister Panton or anyone else in the progress of the definitive agreement, I reached out to Minister Contreras for some guidance on how to proceed. He indicated that he needed to review the situation before he could commit to the DA, as he foresaw the environmental clearance being an issue. I immediately pointed out to him that the definitive agreement for Harvest Key had been signed prior to their receiving environmental clearance. Minister Contreras said that he would seek advice and get back to me. We met again about a week later, where he indicated that he had been advised, I assumed at that time by the AG's office, that before he could sign the DA, we would need to insert certain conditions precedent, including that the agreement would not take effect until Portico had obtained environmental clearance. I consulted with Mr. Morales, who advised that this was doable, and he proceeded to amend the agreement. He sent it to me, and I in turn shared it with Minister Contreras. Several days later, I was told that the signing of the definitive agreement would be on October 1st, 2020 in Belmopan. I attended that meeting and the document was signed.
Gegg told the committee that as in regards to his knowledge of Minister Erwin Contreras being able to sign the definitive agreement, He did not know of any protocols or procedures the government may have had, but he knew that Contreras was an elected representative and the substantive minister. He stated he was an agent of the state. Gegg then turned to what transpired in relation to environmental clearance under the new government of the People's United Party. Importantly, he affirmed work at the site is ongoing as they take the definitive agreement to be valid.
In January of 2021, with the Briceño administration seated in Belmopan, representatives from Moscalis once again visited Belize, and once again, freshly dated equity commitment letters were delivered to Prime Minister Briceño. That was January 11th, and copies of those letters were hand-delivered to Ministers Habet and Mala, with whom we also met. A fourth NEAC meeting was convened for February 2nd, 2021, and after providing an addendum to our supplemental data, as requested by the DOE, several weeks later I was told that environmental clearance had been granted, but in a phased approach. Having secured that environmental compliance plan, and having paid annually our environmental monitoring fees totaling $450,000 to the government of Belize as recently as April of last month, there can be no doubt today that our definitive agreement is valid, is binding, and is enforceable. Since launching the Magical Belize Port Initiative over 7 years ago, Portico and its partners have expended close to 15 million euros in development capital, and we continue to incur costs on works being carried out as we speak. Today, there are teams of scientists and their support crews at our site carrying out ground truthing exercises after using LiDAR, drones, and artificial intelligence to make initial determinations of mangrove cover.
Gegg remarked that he does not feel the process was rushed. He affirmed if it appeared that that was the case, it would be because he knew government would change and that would lead to another delay. Notably, Gegg was also asked if he received any requests for campaign financing to rush through the process.
Around the middle of September, after the August 28 NEAC meeting, which supposedly approved our environmental clearance, I received a message, and I interpreted that message as saying to me that the environmental documentation approved on August 28th would not be concluded in the absence of a significant campaign contribution.
That was mid-September of 2020.
Correct.
By whom?
I can't say.
What was the amount asked for?
7 figures.
Can you state the number, the figure?
7 figures.
And that I would anticipate was members of the then government, the then UDP government.
Well, they were the only ones in a position to conclude the ECP. Let me say, also, after that, there was another meeting of the NEAC called on October 15th. My analysis, by then they knew nothing was in the pipeline, and they were hoping for something smaller. And they didn't get that either. And the fact that that administration did not conclude our environmental clearance should put that issue to rest. We did not pay anything to anybody.
If you would have paid you call it the 7 figures, do you think you would have gotten environmental clearance before the general election?
Well, I understood it to be a quid pro quo.
Gegg has been put on notice that he will need to return to answer more questions. Meanwhile, appearing as first witness was real estate businessman Sanjay Hochandani. He was director of some 9 companies which sold land to Portico Enterprise Limited several days before the last general elections. And that was about all the senators were able to get out of him, as he would not answer questions relating to how Portico became aware that he had those lands, how he himself became aware that those lands, or the process undertaken thereafter to sell those lands to Portico. The reason provided for his refusal to answer was that the questions fell outside the scope of the terms of reference of the committee. This was the same reason provided by attorneys for previous witnesses, which resulted in the committee being stonewalled. In total, the amount of land sold by the companies was over 400 acres. PUP Senator Bevington Cowell led the majority of the questioning, which led to the few admissions that they were able to get from Hochandani, who appeared with attorney Johan Sakave.
Star Limited, of which you are a director of, bought 50.1 acres of land from the government of Belize for $33,193, and you sold it.
I'd like to clarify. Yes.
The company you're a director of sold it for $15,000 to Particle Enterprise Limited.
Yes.
Fire Sky Limited, of which you are a director of, purchased 50.4 acres of land from the Belizean people, the government of Belize, for $5,300. That said company, of which you are a director of, sold it for $15,000 to Particle Enterprise Limited.
Yes.
Vision Project Limited, of which you are director of, bought 50 acres of land for $5,300 and sold it for $15,000 to Portico Enterprise Limited.
Yes.
Alkaline Limited, of which you are director of, bought 50.1 acres of land for $5,300 and sold it to Portico Enterprise Limited for $15,000.
Yes.
Kill Switch Limited, of which you are director of, bought 50.1 acres of land for $5,300 and sold it to Particle Enterprise Limited for $15,000.
Yes.
Build Zone Limited bought 50.1 acres of land for $5,300 and sold it to Portico Enterprise Limited for $15,000. Can you
Yes.
confirm that?
Yes.
Again, Kill Switch Limited again bought 50.9 acres of land for $5,300 and sold it for $15,000 to Portico Enterprise Limited.
Yes.
That is 750 acres of land that all of these companies sold to Portico Enterprise Limited. What is, and I will ask you this, as the director of the company, for this company, would you have any knowledge as to why Keystar Limited paid $33,000 for 50.1 acres, and the rest of the companies, as you can see in the document, bought these for only $5,300?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer your question as it does not relate to the terms of reference.
Notably, the attorneys were disallowed from speaking directly to the committee as had transpired before. The witness was only allowed to confer with his attorney. A national validation workshop is being held in Belmopan in order to carry out an audit of NEMO's comprehensive disaster risk management. The audit will look at the health and strength of the National Disaster Management System. National Emergency Coordinator at NEMO, Daniel Mendez, explained more about the audit.
Today we have brought in all our partners, all the partners in disaster risk management in the country, to go over some of the key findings that we have noted. And as we had expected, we are doing well in many areas, but in many other areas we do need to prepare to invest more time and effort.
Would you be able to maybe expound on the areas that you guys are saying, okay, we definitely can do better in these specific areas?
Okay, for sure, we can do better in preparedness, and we can do better in mitigation, and we are doing well in response. But as my other colleagues from CEDIMA, the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, will tell you, this is a regional phenomenon where we do well in response because we have to, but we do need to spend more time in the other sectors, in the other phases of the disaster management cycle.
Christian, the Senior Program Officer at the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, CDEMA, explained how they are assisting with the audit in Belize.
So the BRICS project is the one that's supporting the initiative here for the CDM audit through the provision of technical assistance and in the form of a consultancy. And that has been going on for a better part of 5 months. And so today we are at the stage where we are validating the preliminary findings that are coming out from the assessment.
So you guys look at the consultation. So what are some of the points and maybe advice that you have given to this entire process?
Points and advice. Well, really for us to have an opportunity to look at the findings and to say whether or not it's reflective of the story for Belize. And so, as you would have heard Captain Mendes say, we're trying to look for the opportunities where we can improve in the various phases in the whole CDM approach for Belize. So looking at where we can improve in terms of our mitigation works, our preparedness, our response, or recovery. So it's really to take stock of the gains that we've made, but also look for the opportunities of where we can expand.
As this year's active hurricane season approaches, NEMO has started evaluating its preparedness. Mendes shared more details in that regard and reminded the general public that they also play a key role in hurricane preparedness.
NEMO is doing everything it can to prepare. And we, just like we've always done every year, we are taking all steps necessary, reaching out to all our partners and ensuring that we have everything in place that we possibly can generate within our system and within government. It also feeds into our national effort of creating more public outreach and really ensuring that everyone is prepared, not only at NEMO, but all of government, all of society, everyone. And so that's the messaging that we're discussing here and that we will keep discussing for the rest of the season.
And I feel like we talk about this every year, but what are some of the things that persons can do to be prepared in case a hurricane comes?
Number one, you need to have your plan. You need to generate your plan. You need to know what to do in case of an event. Know where to go. Know what you need to do, and really understand your community. Understand whether your community is susceptible to flooding, to storm surge, and really you need to understand that you need to also start preparing. We are doing our part at NEMO, but everyone has a role to play. All businesses, all sectors, all families, all individuals, and that is what we will be stressing.
And with that, we come to the end of this Thursday morning newscast. There is more news on Creme Radio at 10 a.m. during the morning stew. There's a news package at 12:30, a news brief at 3, and a full news package this evening at 5:15 p.m. Here on XTV, we will have a full news package for you this evening at 6 p.m. We will take a short break now. It is 6:56 a.m. here in studios on this 9th May 2024. But stay with us because when we come back, we get into this Thursday morning edition of XTV's WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes.
The first private radio in Belize since 1989. The news. Informative, accurate, current information, local, regional, and international news, weather and sports.
Throughout its long-standing history, Atlantida Financial Group has been a symbol of financial strength, growth, and innovation in the region. Atlantida Financial Group is comprised of market leaders such as Atlantic Bank in Belize, Banco Atlantida in Honduras, as well as other companies in insurance, pension fund administration, financial leasing, brokerage services, among other sectors. Its strength and integrity has allowed the group to gain trust from its more than 4 million customers spread over 8 countries and has positioned it as one of the most complete and diverse entities in Latin America. Its leadership and financial strength are demonstrated by key indicators such as assets under management, which as of December 2023 stood at $21 billion and growing. The group boasts the largest pension fund administrator in Central America and the Caribbean. A workforce of more than 6,000 employees strive to serve its customers with excellence and professionalism, pushing the group forward in its mission to continuously provide high-quality financial solutions. Atlantic Bank, as a proud member of the Atlantida Financial Group for 53 years, is committed to this mission, to its depositors, collaborators, and the community that it serves. To this purpose, the bank has built the largest network of branches in the country and remains the only bank in Belize with first-rate international banking correspondence. Atlantida Financial Group, contributing to the economic development of Belize since 1971.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
It's another Creme Advertiser Special for the months of April and May. Advertisers who take a package on Creme Radio and XTV in the months of April and May will enter our Advertiser Raffle and the chance to win another fabulous weekend getaway, which includes accommodations for two nights at Sereme Villas. Sereme Villas, making your home away from home in beautiful Kikoker at 445 Alameda Drive. Family friendly, perfectly tucked away with 24-hour service, featuring 7 villas, outdoor swimming pool, garden, restaurant and bar, and sun terrace. Call Sereme Villas at 501-610-6147. Winner of the Creme Advertiser Special also gets breakfast, lunch, and dinner provided by M's Hideaway Restaurant for the 2 days. M's Hideaway also does delivery in Kikoker. Transportation to Kikoker for this wonderful getaway provided by San Pedro Belize Express Water Taxi. This prize package of over $1,500 can be yours if you advertise now. Contact our relationship officers at 280-4469. It's another Creme Advertiser Special for the months of April and May.
we are back on this Thursday, all day, 9th of May, 2024, 7:06 a.m. My name is Katie Numi Usher. I'm now joined by Mose Hyde. Morning. Good morning, Mose.
What's up?
The Thursday.
Thursday.
We made it to a Thursday, and I'm grateful.
I don't know where
for
my
that.
testosterone partners are, but yeah,
it's
okay. I gotta rep the testosterone part for
Right.
Thursday, and it can't really be called testosterone Thursday, really and truly, because you are here. So
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
So then, brother, I need to tap
You wanna rep it? All right. Edson,
You wanna rep
it?
Yeah, rep it off camera with the pan that. So
all right. Yeah.
You can rep it for the phone by dialing 28058.
Morning. Greetings, good people.
Yes.
We're up.
We're up.
That's what we
are
represent,
live.
the wake up portion of things.
What? Somebody done the call. Good
Right.
morning, caller. You are on the air.
Good morning, friends of Ernesto Torres. Good morning.
Oh, it's the lovable Mr. Ernesto Torres.
Yes, an admirer to Mr. Torres.
Ooh.
And I could add on. Good morning, my friends.
Good
I
morning.
call for two. One, man, enjoy your drink there. And
I always do, Mr. Torres.
Lordy,
Muy amable usted, and I always do.
I know.
Mr. Torres, get to your point. Let's move the show along. Let's
The
go
Mose
on.
and Torres, the Mose and Mr. Torres show.
Man, I always like this individual in the USA, Representative Hakeem Jeffries. Man, the man could talk. Man, he cool. Man, in an interview yesterday, my friends, he used the words, we want to govern for people, not for politicians. Man, that thing full my heart. You full my heart for people. Lord. Of course, that if I get the words right, but to that effect. The other, which is, I hope it's not shocking, how to put it, there is a new organization, Brother Mose, you see there is a new organization on the rise entitled the Belizean Justice Movement. And I am being pressed, my friend, to come on board to represent Freetown constituency. But my friends, as I inform, I remain reluctant, you know why, my friend, to participate, I would say, because I don't have the required or customary essentials.
Just a second.
You know the way that?
You are leaving the running for independent slate to now join another political party?
And independently an organization. I no change my stance of that independency. I know, not dictate my pace. I dictate my pace, the good Lord.
Got you, Mr. Torres. I will not take away your agency from you. You do you.
No, and so you need the essentials there for victory, you know.
So you're running independently on a political party slate?
No. I'm not giving as yet. I don't know, because man, that will take a lot of money, because man, you know, man, it is factual that if you not drop your hand, no it, and I know that on that.
But Mr. Torres, you're the only person I have heard who say you need a lot of money and proceeds to chuckle, because nowadays when Belizeans say they need a lot of money, they hold their head and they cry. So I don't think things that bad at you, Mr. Torres.
My friend, I am surrounded by loving Belizeans. I love them, okay, how them think, who them vote for them. I love them and I care for them. Alright? But they don't care for the state of Belize. They're about party. And not only about party. Wise and get them chump for that day, you know what, because you know what they say? I will put you in there now and get nothing for you, better, you know. So that's a wrong avenue for think like, you know. But anyway, I just want to share that with great people like you all. And I want to say, great Mother's Day. You know why they check out abroad? You know what are the popular color for Mother's Day dressing? Purple and yellow. Yes. Tourist taste of color.
Oh, Mr. Torres, you were doing so well until you co-opted the colors of El Día de las Madres para su partido político. Sir, we will do good till you gane.
My God, you speak Spanish too? ¿Ya dónde eres tú?
Soy beliceña, era beliceña, I'm born and raised here.
Yeah,
Cool.
you talk Spanish better than me.
Well, yes, because I studied in Mexico.
I broke English, Creole. Anyway, thanks very much, my friends.
Yes.
God bless you all.
God bless you too. And next time we are just big up the mothers. By the way, big up to all the mothers and the nurses. You know, some of the nurses are women, some of the nurses are men. But we are big up the nurses because this is Nurses Week from the 6th to the 12th, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't like how you co-opt the colors of Mother's Day for your political colors. I feel happy when the man said, "Oh, the purple and the yellow," and I guess I walk right into that, drop into the what do I call it, a pit. I drop into the pit without realizing that the man did the Wali campaign. But anyways, Mr. Torres, I will take the part that you said that you want to big up all the mothers. I also want to big up all the mothers. I want to big up the mothers who, by choice and who did not have the choice, have had to raise the children on their own. We know that it's unfortunate because that's the times that we live in this region and in the world, where we have people taken away from us far too young or far too soon or before we are ready. And some mothers have had to do the role of mother and father day one, right? And then you have the fathers who are lost in the world, like the Kanye West song, and need to find themselves. And I would encourage them that if you are alive and you are on this earth and you still have breath in your lungs and you know you're able and healthy and well, that you assist the mothers of Belize and be the parent. Remember, unlike some other species, we are not asexual beings picking up on mother one, right? So no have to do the role, but big up to all the mothers, every single where, my mother, my aunts, yeah, my friends who are mothers, big up to them.
Reminder that the number is 280-5848.
That's the number.
It's Sister Katie, it's Mose Hyde, and we don't
co-opted testosterone Thursday.
Yeah, kind of a slight little estrogen invasion has happened here.
Estrogen invasion.
Yeah, slight incursion.
Right, at the boat,
in a day and age of great variety of incursions.
Speaking of incursions,
right.
I don't know. I just gone on the trip, and even though I them people when I go on trip and I tell nobody I go on trip, cause you know you're suspicious. Well, me, I very suspicious. I don't know wanna do with the information there. But I feel like as an artist, when I'm on the art mission, I disclosed far more to the Belizean public than public officials. And I hear the PM, they say, well, you know, it's a private trip, and I wish Mrs. Brisenia the very best of health. I hope that you have improved health and that you know, all is well with you. Good health is very important. But even if you're on a private trip, the minute you meet AMLO, right, the minute you and Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador do anything, it becomes a, how you call it, private public trip. And I feel like anything where you do, we have Belizeans involved or Belize involved, we shall know about it. So I hear you. You don't have to tell me everywhere you're going. You know, we don't have to know all the restaurants we go to, because you have to have a private life. I am a full proponent of politicians being people, and they, just like anybody else, deserve a private life. Of course, I don't need to know where to pay for every time that are you. But the minute you meet another leader of another nation state, I feel like that when it become, for me, business. I don't know how you see it.
Yeah.
The man said I private trip.
Yeah. If you're going on a private trip, then...
By all means, that's cool.
No, yeah. But if you're going on a private trip, there should be an announcement that you're going on a private trip.
Or you go deeper than me. Right.
Yeah. There's a requirement to say you're going on a private trip. There's a requirement to say that the leader of the country is going on a vacation to such a country, because you don't ever take off your prime ministership.
You keep.
Yeah, you don't take it off. You remain the prime minister, especially now. And this, listen, I am a man of privacy.
Right.
My occupation involves public engagement. I'm a public figure who has a high regard for his privacy. But when you are a public figure, you understand that there's a compromise that takes place, especially when we are talking about a public figure that is paid from the public purse and is engaged by the public on its behalf.
Well, I hear that.
So, whether or not you meet with the official head of Mexico, when you are traveling, you are going to be meeting individuals. You can't tell them, hey boss, right now I'm not the prime minister of the country I believe, I dey for me downtime. That's not the way it works, you see.
I hear you.
So it's not that we want to know as you describe it, every detail, but there are certain basic requirements that the public has to know.
Right.
And that comes with the territory, in my view.
I feel so too.
But especially, you see, it's like, it's like we have not developed a sense of the protocol of how we go about these things. I think partially because people don't make a big thing about it.
Right.
Big respect, as I say this, to somebody who stands out as an example of how you're supposed to act. Sister Yaya, in her capacity, and I'm sure that Sister Yaya has her private life as well.
Right.
But in the capacity as chairperson of UEF, once she is traveling, she's not only going to send out a notice that she's traveling and sending a notice where she's going and sending a notice that she's coming back. She has made it her business this is her approach. It's an outstanding approach. She will come and she will ask for time to describe what she's going to go and do, where she's going, who she will be linking with. When she comes back, she's going to come back and have a sitting
post-mortem.
She's going to come and she's going to say what she's doing. No, that's a high bar. But if somebody who is at a very, she just represents an organization and understands, she understands fundamentally and basically explains why that is important. Because when you want people to, there's always going to be an issue with trust, public trust. And anybody in leadership position must recognize that.
Right.
And so you want to minimize any possibility for somebody to feel like you've gone off grid and you're doing something shady. So I'm going here right now, going to holler over here, I might get a call or a link from the leader of this country, and if I do, I will make a courtesy call if that is required.
Right.
If I am going on an official visit, if I'm going on an official capacity, I need to explain, listen, this is what we hope to accomplish. I will meet with so and so and so. We hope to meet with this, that. When I come back, I have to say, this is what happened. Listen, what that demonstrates is that leadership understands what you would call the what's the word that they use in businesses, the organogram. This is the organogram, the thing that shows.
Yeah, the organogram.
The organogram.
The director, the manager,
that your leadership understands the organogram. That they are not above the people, they are beneath the people, and they have to answer to the people. You see, that's what it demonstrates, because what we have seen, what we have become utterly convinced of, is that that's the way it should be, but that's not the way it is. Not in action, not in mindset.
Right.
Even though, if you go by how it is described, a representative government, managers, law, the people who make the laws, the policy makers who implement policies, all of that, they are doing it on behalf of the people who have selected them. So you are not above the people who have selected you. You are serving on behalf of. And so when your mindset is aligned with that, then you understand fundamentally, I have to answer. You see, if you are my representative and you go on a mission for me, I shouldn't have to run you down
to find out where you're
to find out that way how it gone, where the person said, where you said today. You fundamentally understand, because of the organogram way in your mind, the consciousness of it, that I have a responsibility to provide answers to who I serve.
Basic.
So when you feel as if though you don't have to, then that basically exposes the fact that you are aligned with a consciousness that contradicts how it should be. You feel as if though we are imposing, you feel like we are being nosy. But if you understand that you are doing our affairs and our business, we can't possibly be inquisitive into our own business.
Right.
We can't possibly be interfering with our own affairs. If I'm interfering in somebody else's affairs, now if I want to know what you and your wife discuss, if I want to know about you and your wife's business or whatever is going on in your personal, that's different. Right. What we are saying here is that when it comes to your public road, we have every right and a fair expectation that we are always in the know, especially with sensitive matters like conversations with leadership that represents a country that say everything over here belongs to them. So you know, this is our next level of sensitivity and a next level of requirement. And even though, because we don't nobody, and because it's easy for you to know people with the wheel up on here, if they're only me and a couple of people, the usual suspects the wheel up, it's easy for just say, well, nobody cares about that.
Always a wheel up.
Yeah, they always a wheel up, so we don't even worry about it. And because you decide that you want to be spectator to it, really, then I say, well, yo, we don't even study that one. Yeah, we just talk on that craziness. So you can actually get away with ignoring what we have been discussing. And even though we complain that no way the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is supposed to communicate with each one goddamn Twitter page, and that's how, and especially on a matter dealing with Guatemala.
But they know they communicate with me, then just the post. Because one tweet just got out into the world.
Yeah, so we should be lucky that we get a tweet and we get a photo of you sitting around a table. And a brief synopsis of things mentioned.
140 characters each.
That's what we've got. And that is considered meeting the required threshold of communicating with the people that you serve. Come on. But you know what? We real about it almost whole of yesterday.
Yes.
We get a couple callers, esteemed callers, join in and weighing on that matter. You think anything come out? Do you think anybody said we got a press conference to discuss anything?
Still no press
You hear
conference.
anybody even make themselves available for go and talk
No
and get done?
interview.
It's like it didn't happen.
Continue real up, that's what they say.
Uno real up. That's what we do best.
Yeah, continue real up.
And if
you know what they do? We catch flights, y'all catch feelings. That's what they do.
We have feelings, right? No real up ad nauseum, do nothing but bibble, right? Run on the tacos. But that don't mean we're wrong. You better believe that don't mean we're wrong. We have a big pound if I understand that really and truly you are silent on your own disrespect. No point. That no we look simple. If you silent on your own disrespect, then that's on you. But I'm saying here that there is no way we should be content. No way we should accept one other things apart. Somebody to talk about something so sensitive with one representative from another country where they're at that level of relationship with we, and we not get one detailed breakdown and they not make themselves available for answer questions about exactly what we are talking about. And days after that thing has happened, it remains the only thing communicated to us, a tweet, a little photo, and you hold that. You do what you want with that. We have satisfied the requirement of informing.
You see me tweet?
You see me tweet?
Because sometimes you don't line up on the algorithm, but we see that tweet, thank God. Good morning, you're on the air.
Hi, Mose and Kate. I want to address this matter of our leadership that disregards paying attention to our concerns. Go to Togo. Togo is a presidential structure, it's a republic. Well, that family that rules Togo has been ruling from virtual independence, 50s, 60s. It's a dynasty. But although it is a dynasty and a brutal one, it is still forced to court the people. You know, sometimes, somewhere, they have to court the people. Well, what did he do? What did the current president do? He arbitrarily changed the system to a parliamentary system, where he will not be elected president or leader, whatever name you give to him, by the people. He will be elected by the members of parliament, who are his supporters. Then if he fills the parliament with his supporters, then he becomes the president, or whatever name they give to him. We have to make up our minds, in my opinion, whether we want the people to be the decision makers or we want the politicians to be the decision makers. In the parliamentary system, the Westminster thing they have there, that is the political people who make the decision, not the people, not the populace, not the general populace, not the general intelligence, not the combined intelligence of the total population, not them, they don't make the decisions. It's the parliament. Parliament comes from the French to speak. The people who get in there and talk, it's they who make the decision. And Togo is an excellent example to study. He told his people that he was turning it into a parliamentary system to make it more democratic, but nobody else since believes that. Nobody else since in Togo believes that. And rightly so. Rightly so. But we have to make up our minds whether we will continue being an ultra-conservative, status quo-driven people, or whether we are going to step off the edge of the cliff into the unknown, but take a risk. Take a risk with something different. Even the Republican model, bad as it can, because there's no perfect system, so damn sure the leadership has to be more responsive to the people. And if they're not, they get put out. Look at what happened in Senegal. Look at what happened in Senegal. The president was really trying to do his own thing. The people took to the streets, some died, but in the end, he had to yield. And Togo is going to be the same thing. This president has decided, this current member of the ruling family, and we have a ruling family situation here too. We have a political dynasty. We have to look at these things and be prepared to see the truth of them. You can't change something that you're thinking is something else. What you're going to change? And I don't see any, and the ruling class is not going to help us to see the truth. They are going to come and tell us the current system is a good one. Don't change it, man. That's a good system. And they do everything to keep it in place because it serves their interest. Doesn't serve our interest, but it serves theirs. Right. So if you want accountability, responsive government, you can't have it with this system we have moved. They'll be doing us a favor. And we don't want a favor. We want it as a matter of rule, not a matter of favor. But the current system, if they can talk to me, that's a favor. Because there is no rule written into that system for accountability. No rule. But there's a rule written into the Republican presidential model, as bad as it may seem, and they love to tell us how bad it is, there is accountability there. Because you can bring the people make the decision. That's not a leader chosen by a set of men in a parliament and who commands, what they say, commands the majority support of the parliament. That's what we have. We don't have a system that is led by somebody who commands the majority support of the people. That's not what we have. Don't you see that, Mose and Kate? You all can see that?
I see that But I think that you made the point when you were talking that all systems are going to have shortcomings. Some systems will be better than others, and I have said multiple times that I favor the Republican system. But whatever system you have, you will never have a system that does not require people having a level of consciousness, being self-informed, and, having the courage to defend the principles that they want to see their country be based on.
In other words, what you're saying is what Mahatma Gandhi said. Every generation must renew the fight for its freedom or forever lose it. Every generation. You want good government, it is eternal vigilance. Every minute, what you doing there? You have to do what Dr. Holmes did with her car. She took her car the first time for repair when she came back from the UK to take up permanent residence in Belize again. And the car came back and started another problem. She said, but Holmes, I just took his thing to the mechanic. What's the problem now? So you know what she did after that? She informed the government of Belize that any time her car is going to be repaired, she won't be at work. She'll be sitting at the mechanic, watching them move every screw, every washer, every little thing. She didn't know a damn thing about repair car, but she quickly learned. She said, what is that? What are you moving? Why? Because she didn't want the headache of having a car that's broken every minute on the road. So we don't want a government that's breaking down every half turn. We have to be eternal. It's energy consuming. It's time consuming. But at the end, you will be delivering a better world for your children. It's your children you want. Our children, we want them to have a better world. We're going to get a better world for them. They won't get the same bad world we have, and it will be a little bit worse. No, man. So yes, what you're saying is right. You have to, every system requires that the people poke and pry. But you want a system that allows the maximum poking and prying from the people. Is that what we want more?
That one we're going. Yeah, the system, I agree with that. At the same time, I want to encourage the people that they have to understand that poking and prying, that a responsibility to self.
Exactly.
And we know if we poke and pry, we know if we poke and pry with one another.
Yeah.
We know if we poke, we know if we poke and pry with.
Mose the sleep with Johnny, with Jade and Mary. Wow, we know all of that. Katie did do and who Katie kissed last night and we never kissed her. We know that. So now, take that same level of interfering, Betty, and apply to the government. You have to poke. Look, I just heard a little piece this morning. I didn't know this is happening. They were questioning Mr. Gay at the Senate hearing.
That happened yesterday, yes.
Yes, I heard. I think it's you. I heard it reading, Katie. I haven't been listening to the news at all. It was too taken up with another matter. But I thought they were listening to all of that, you see. So this is what we need, people. You can't get good government sitting down in your house after they give you the $50 for your vote or pay a light bill, water bill, rent, and all of that, and think you're going to get a good word. You don't get a good word. They have prostituted themselves to them, huh?
I'll give you an example. Man and woman, we're in a relationship.
Right.
If you hear your spouse going down a tongue where ex live, you won't want one report.
Listen.
Exactly.
So that
fun. And
the ex made it. And then one picture come on social media.
Twitter.
with you and the ex in a near proximity. You won't have to answer questions.
Right?
You have
Before you even reach home with the answer question.
Watch out, quickly watch out.
And that's not how we're supposed to be.
That is an apt description of it all. Apt description. We don't know what. He went to meet the Pope. We told it's a private, but the Pope is a political leader.
Hello?
He's of the world. He's a political leader. He leads over 2 billion people or some billion of that. He's a political leader with immense power. Don't come and tell me you went to have a private meeting with that leader. No, especially when that leader is from an entity that developed and devised the ideological foundation of the expansion of his region into the new colonial order. You can't tell me that you not owe me an explanation of what all of the talk about this. Anyway, Mose and Kate, bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you very much, Panda. Who are going to our 2 cents camp.
That's all we ask, you know.
Yeah.
All we
We just want to know where I'm going to do that, sir. We do that. We do that. You don't want public figure. So unlike me, we go to Amsterdam and do the most and not have to check in it. Nobody. Kind of the family art move. Oh no, need to make know.
But if you had a spouse, or you have a spouse, your spouse want to know certain things. Your Amsterdam trip.
Right. Just say that we need for us.
Yes.
And so we go a 2 cents camp, which is sponsored.
Hey, if your spouse, you did Amsterdam for a week.
I want to know where to do that, no?
Where are you going? Should we go out?
Where you going out? Who you going out?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got a 2 cents
Meet
camp.
the new people?
Which new people? Make us see how they look. What they into? So
I'm gonna try FaceTime you Wednesday night. You want me to pick up?
Different time zone. But for that, we got a 2 cents camp, which is sponsored by 4 Point Security. We want to thank 4 Point Security so much for sponsoring our 2 cents camp. We'll have that. We'll have breaks. Stay with me though. Kaiko don't smell the cashew, so I don't know what's up. So
What?
Yeah.
That would happen?
Cashew face.
Cashew face?
Yeah.
Well,
You're watching WB, and this is XTV. And every day people complain about light and blackout. Not only that, but people also complain about if you lose your appliances, who reimburse you back for it? And the 2 cents question of the day, how does blackout affect the people? We need to find out that. Make us go find out the people in 2 cents.
You know,
might call him old man.
Gotta reboot it. Right.
All right, so your 2 cents on the blackout, it affect you as a businessman?
Well, it affect me. Depends on where the because I got roast chicken and also my telephone work on calling. So I got my straight line and I work with telephone and then another was 202, so that active and without that I can't get no call. So yes, it hamper me. And in terms of in the evening time, like I'm a solar like cause you know. I got my solar, so
question.
Point by camera, man. Got a small one there. Solar lights. So.
That will prevent you from making use of
just for lights, but I got a roasted area work with electricity and my phone work with electricity. So then the two things that affect me.
Blackout go, I knock on again. What the next step you take?
Why? That was a good one you put for me there. Well, that one there.
I like going blackout.
Yeah, well, long as you don't blow it out, man. So I try to get
question.
Good stuff.
I hear what you say. What if it blow it out?
Well, if it blow it out.
Who you could run to?
Well, a lawsuit.
All right. That your 2 cents.
That's my 2 cents.
All right. As a businessman, how the blackout affect you?
Well, it affect me a lot.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I think it affect everybody, every business person.
Yeah.
You know, because they tell you one time, after when they look, you go off another time.
Yeah.
You know, like last night they tell you Ladyville going, but they don't tell you specific way here. They have to, you either prepare for them, or, you know.
Next question, next 2 cents I got. What if you lose appliances?
Well, that's the next thing.
Who reimburse you back?
Then now,
but you still have to pay for light bill.
You still have to pay.
I just dash out the 2 cents.
In everything, I still have to pay.
Yeah.
Right?
That's your 2 cents.
That's my 2 cents on that, brother.
Just left me in the dark. Yeah, but I wait for that, all right. Nothing we can do.
All right. That's right there, that's your 2 cents.
Yeah.
All right. You don't worry about it. So you don't worry about the black one at all. You are living it.
I got no comment on that, man.
Right. How the blackout affect you?
Worst kind of way, especially in my son condition right now. I had to find an extra for going to buy one solar fan.
Simply.
Real, because without current it messing up. So I had to find an extra for getting a solar fan.
Oh.
So I have to cope with it though.
That's your 2 cents?
Yeah. Respect.
Oh, to get hot, you get frustrated. Yeah. Had to me buy me pack a candle the other night.
How long you don't buy candle?
I just buy it the other night, like last week when the blackout.
How long?
How long?
Candle, like for say, how long blackout again?
For like years.
Oh, so now you're really...
So now I really...
So how you manage with the heat?
I take lick.
That you
take
too,
one
say?
lick, yeah.
All right.
I don't like it, but I go in my bed, go sleep.
You can't do it without a fan?
No, I have to sleep with that. Have to.
So if blackout go in the evening, 7 o'clock when your bedtime...
Well, no, and I must not go in my bed. Or sleep on the veranda, take the cool breeze.
That you too, say?
My too,
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet and Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
Throughout its long-standing history, Atlantida Financial Group has been a symbol of financial strength, growth, and innovation in the region. Atlantida Financial Group is comprised of market leaders such as Atlantic Bank in Belize, Banco Atlantida in Honduras, as well as other companies in insurance, pension fund administration, financial leasing, brokerage services, among other sectors. Its strength and integrity has allowed the group to gain trust from its more than 4 million customers spread over 8 countries and has positioned it as one of the most complete and diverse entities in Latin America. Its leadership and financial strength are demonstrated by key indicators such as assets under management, which as of December 2023 stood at $21 billion and growing. The group boasts the largest pension fund administrator in Central America and the Caribbean. A workforce of more than 6,000 employees strive to serve its customers with excellence and professionalism, pushing the group forward in its mission to continuously provide high-quality financial solutions. Atlantic Bank, as a proud member of the Atlantida Financial Group for 53 years, is committed to this mission, to its depositors, collaborators, and the community that it serves. To this purpose, the bank has built the largest network of branches in the country and remains the only bank in Belize with first-rate international banking correspondence. Atlantida Financial Group, contributing to the economic development of Belize since 1971.
For 19 years, SMART has been the pulse of our nation. A journey of growth, innovation, resilience, and unity.
From the first call that bridged distances to the data that brought us closer than ever, SMART has been there, weaving threads of connection across our beautiful land.
We have been active in providing innovative solutions to enhance our customers' lifestyles. Over the years, SMART has developed and provided various services to meet customers' needs.
To the dreamers, doers, and the believers, thank you for making SMART a part of your story. For 19 years of trust, loyalty, partnership, and shared experiences.
As we celebrate 19 years of connecting lives and dreams, let's keep the rhythm alive. Together, let's continue to shape our future one connection at a time.
Come and be a part of the SMART family, where we empower you and our country today, tomorrow, and beyond.
SMART, bringing people together.
And today we're here shopping at B-Mart. Today we're making the green super smoothie.
after it.
Belize, Dara is doing it big again.
Back with our wonderful friends all the way from Crooked Tree. We have John Gillett Jr., the event coordinator. We have Verna Samuels and we have Ricky Burns. And I remember Ricky Burns from last year, so you know what time it is. It is the Cashew Festival in Crooked Tree, and we're honored here.
I never there when the Cashew Fest people in call last year. I was not here. Yes, I get left out.
We get cashew butter.
No.
We get cashew jam.
No.
We never get cashew, so they come up this year because we got one nice. I don't know if they want to say they want to watch way. If you just say listen, you might miss it. But if you the watch, look at those beautiful
Cashew Fest.
So we got the experts contact to about what to expect this Saturday and Sunday.
And they don't have a lot of time, so we have to squeeze it all in. So guys, want to just start telling me about this Cashew Fest 2024.
First of all, we are proud to celebrate what will be the 37th year of the Cashew Festival and Agriculture Show. We have to highlight that part because we're trying to encompass within the community and within that area the massive agricultural opportunities that are there, even aside from cashew. This is a 2-day event. It is always in the second weekend of May.
So they're always on Mother's Day?
Yes, always.
So we're going to have a nice send-up this weekend.
Yes, and it does work out because sometimes we get criticized for, hey, it's Mother's Day, and we tell people, don't worry about that. our event will be filled to capacity. That is a guarantee. But many people do exactly as you say. They will come out to have a good family time. It's a 2-day event. I must highlight the road is almost fully paved all the way in. The smallest car can get in there. The smallest bicycle can get in there. About 5 minutes off the highway, and you'll be right at location.
But we don't do you handle thing, man.
Is there a reason why coquetry just, when compared to anywhere else, just have this great number of cashew trees? Like, is it just, how that happened?
That is,
I will condense it too, but what happened, it's the soil. It's the soil, and the reason I say this, I've said this over and over. Years back, I had just dug a well, and then the chairman come to my house, and they bring people from the different cashew producing countries. India, part of Africa, Brazil, 9 people.
Right.
And honestly, they looked at it, and that it was good because I just dig down till we hit the clay, and we don't do that first part. We have cement block, then we dig, go down after that. And they told us, they said, we have never seen soil, no part of the world, more suitable for growing cashews.
Why is it?
You start with, because, for example, boil boom. I could use boil boom because they got 1 or 2 liters. They got a couple acres.
Please, boil boom listeners, we're still looking.
And you go down 2 feet,
right.
sometime in boil boom, and you buck clay.
Okay.
Crooked tree, the island are crooked tree, because other than the causeway, it isn't.
Right, on that island.
You start with the white sand at top, we love, because then we do construction with that pure white sand. Then the sand start to get darker and darker and darker, and then set till like 6 feet, we hit clay.
6 feet.
Wow. So it's the loose, loamy soil. I can't say, I'm a student to cashew, and that's what I...
So okay, so we understand that it has a favorable environment, but was it just a matter that, well, organically, cashew tree they end up there, or did somebody deliberately say, oh, this is how we want to work?
And I still do the research, but the early people, whoever took these cashew, then I didn't, because I carried in the States all the time, I share with even the kids that I coach, who football, soccer. And nobody, they all said the same thing. They are nice, they got a sweetness to it. It's different from the big one from Brazil and those places. So whoever did, they took the yellow, they took the red. We have oblong, we have round. We got, and then you find that when there's a tree, so you got a big red tree surrounding, these are the ones they cross-pollinate. You could see how this one is red and yellow.
Wow.
You see? So whoever took cashews to crooked trees.
So we don't know yet for sure.
I'm not sure yet, but at the early settlers.
But I think Mose, you probably make the observation going there that it grows wild.
It grows wild.
You could stop at any roadside and just pick.
There's no orchard, so you know that people would have just eat a cashew and throw it, and it still happen. 2 years time, the cashew could bear, because of how suitable the soil. So if they're not for we old ancestors, well then only the Mayans, whoever did, they realized, they realized that the soil is really good. Now you find the Pine Ridge area, where the real sun that they tell you about, he bear way better than other parts of the village. We have, like for example, Steen. Exactly. Steen.
So do people know, since the original start, a tree is clear, but do people know in 2024 in Coconut Tree, do they now plant
some, yes.
They plant and they start to, for example, I also, but they're early, I also have some big one from Brazil. Yellow and red. And that's why I can tell you, because I know they tell me that they're not nice like them.
So why are you planting?
Because I want a variety, and I want to experiment also. I'm open to experimenting.
Okay. And now everything imaginable has been made with cashew, no? Because as we got a basket here, and Mrs. Summers will obviously show you that I'm a very versatile food. We can make it into anything.
Anything, and we're still experimenting. Every year we try to do something additional to what we're doing. I brought this, but I also have a lot more product at home that, I'll tell you about in a nutshell. Okay, so this is cashew butter.
Trust me, all this to win.
Yeah, this
butter
is...
naughty candies. Not even almond butter. None of the butter have nothing
Really?
And,
I have never tasted cashew.
yeah, well, today you'll get to taste it because I'm leaving this basket here.
Katie always get the products, y'all, but trust me, even sunflower butter, which is really good too, but in not touch this cashew butter.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
good.
really,
That's
really
good.
And this is natural.
It's like funny nut.
That's from the nut.
Yeah.
That's from the
lot
nut.
of chemicals.
No lot of chemicals. Just a little oil and a pinch of sugar and salt. That's a spoon.
No, I don't want TV. You can't think I'm going to brought up sick.
And then you have dehydrated.
Okay, yes. Let me look at dehydrated. Yeah, this is also, well, a fairly new, 2 years since we've been doing this. This is the cashew fruit itself that's been dehydrated, and this is a good snack for office. Because if you open it and it doesn't, it's not messy or anything.
Right. So you could still your computer the type of way
and you could eat your dehydrated cashew.
Right.
So, then, and nothing is added there either, just a little sugar.
Right.
And yeah, it's just a little bit sweeter, and to preserve it. Then this one, stew cashew, is well known. This is...
You can't be real big and I know your stew cashew.
This is one product that we're making a lot of because Belizeans love this. And we have this, we're going to have this at the show in different sizes.
You hear that? So you could send for your auntie, you could send for your uncle, you could send for whoever. Don't package, nicely package.
You
You
could
have
say
to
use
do that
butter
without
at a spoon
post
almost.
Yeah.
People don't usually, the regular butter we can't eat like that, right?
Right. Trust me.
Yeah,
I will never lead you astray. This cashew butter that is that
good.
butter.
You know the famous peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
Try the cashew butter and
I remember you made it last year and I tried it and I had that for like a month. Every morning, cashew butter and cashew jam sandwich. I didn't tell you. Nobody ready for this. This is butter. You are sucking peanut butter after you get this. I'm telling you.
This is otherworldly.
Woo! Yeah, and if you have it...
You decided to, Daddy.
The who decide?
Me decide, but I have a good, yes, right. I have a helper, Lorena Blair, man, she's a pro. Yes, we have to give kudos to her because she's listening. She just called. She said, "Which show are you going to be on?" And she's a big help, and she.
And you could also, because I see all the labeling. So when you look at Bird's Eye View, all of these products are available here?
Yes, because we have a gift shop and we mostly sell them right there.
Right.
This is the famous cashew wine.
We're going into wine now. Hold on.
You should put danger somewhere.
You're probably in contact with And Brazil, you will have all of these products at the event as well. They will have a booth out there.
We'll have
available.
The first two booths will be
Not
ours.
miss it, but if you do miss it, and I don't think you will, because you know better than that, you can always go to Bird's Eye View. It's right in Crooked Tree, and you can get all these products.
I have a healthy level of respect for
cashew wine. Yeah, you play. This is not play with wine at all. This is not dry wine. This is our respect yourself wine.
Yes.
So take your time.
Yeah, take your time and respect yourself.
This one is about 4 years old, and it's at 12%. So, you know, the last time it was tested, it's at 12%. So, yeah.
Okay, what's that one?
Okay, this is, well, the usual cashew nuts. We have different sizes in these. At the, those going to be at the festival. Nothing is added. Nothing is added. No sugar, no salt.
The old people know that said this is our babu cashew for
Babu cashew.
And I'll tell you something.
Native.
And I'll tell you something about the cashew that's being produced right now. They are so fresh, sometimes we get them, they're still a little bit warm. You know, we can't even bag them, and when you taste them, they are sweet. They are really, I mean, you taste that there's some, the quality.
Before we finish off on a cashew basket you have there, just for the sake of those who are interested in going to the event over this weekend, just get some of the details.
Yes, event starts at 10 a.m. this Saturday, day after tomorrow. 10 a.m. we go through up to 3 a.m. Sunday morning. You probably want to know why. During the day, Saturday we have a host of activity. We're going to have maypole cashew demonstration, cashew king dancing competition.
Cashew what?
Cashew king. We're going to have a king and a queen, Mose. So we're going to do the king that day.
Right.
We're going to have a king of the cashew. Right? So entertainment all weekend long will be provided by Big Smooth Songs, DJ Baba, DJ Dalla, Firestarter Songs. We have the big concert, the night, as we call it, Village Dance, 10 o'clock, featuring UB.
No dance bigger or better than Village Dance. Isn't that the best?
Yes,
that is true.
Somebody asked me to compare it to another festival, and I told them I can't because it has a different vibe.
Right.
A very homey vibe, a very loving vibe. We have never had any major incident, so it is a safe environment that you're coming into. It's a family environment. We have a presentation, a performance by Echo Middleton too. He does Brockdown. And then Sunday we have the Youth Connection Band joining us along with Harrison Dage King and all the other performers that I just spoke about.
Right.
But it's a fun weekend. Aside from that, we have 5 or 6 Fireheart kitchen. And this is not fake Fireheart food.
This is real
This is not they bring the food, I put to a sign, I said that Fireheart.
No.
They're cooking it on the Fireheart directly behind their kitchen. So, and there's going to be at least 20 or 22 small businesses that will be featuring different products oriented around cashew. Mechanical rides, I have to highlight the agricultural aspect. We're going to have high quality cattle out there from KR Ranch and a few other providers.
So people will want to purchase? Or
Yes, there'll be bulls for sale, and we are raffling a bull as well on Sunday.
Raffling a bull?
Yes. You go back to the tree, I bring my bull in your truck back when they left Sunday evening.
It's only $5
a chance.
Only $5 to win a big bull.
Yeah. We're going to have other displays, plants for sales, fruit for sale. It's going to be fun, and we encourage people to come out. If you haven't been to Cooking Tree, this is the time to come.
Opportunity. And bring mom, the kind of Mother's Day song.
Yes.
Bring mom.
Don't forget.
Very important.
That's a 2-day event. They cover charge to get in? Or?
$5 for adults, 3 for kids, 5 for vehicles. Sunday we start at 10 again, and we go up to 7 p.m.
What's the transportation access? Do you have a bus running?
Saturday only we have the Cooking Tree bus which runs, but the way it is set up right now, I believe it is easy to access via the normal bus schedules that run to the cutoff, and there are different options to get in from there, no?
Man, we are walk. How you mean?
Me?
I speak for myself. I will speak for myself. Me, I walk. Get in, it's so right. No, I walk up and down the city from north to south, east to west. I will walk.
Gotcha.
And I know Creme will be covering us as well.
Yes, Creme Radio, so you are tuned into Creme Radio.
Yes.
But you could listen to Creme Radio while you're there, because we don't want you to miss the bull raffle, we don't want you to miss none of the cashew products, we don't want you to miss the cashew apple, nor the cashew seed. We don't want to make you miss the artists. We don't want to make you miss any agricultural deals. You need to be there. And you need to care, mommy, because if you don't have your Mother's Day plan yet, you can have a nice time on Crooked Tree Island, right?
Definitely. About whether somebody think they want to put in a pot on the fire.
Oh yeah, forget people in ties. Get them in ties.
Everybody hint of somebody think they want to get bubble up in their pot.
I know.
The pots will be filled. That's all I will say. The pots
so
will be
okay,
filled.
so you know what? You know what? It's true. You have to go there to find out.
Yes.
We not tell you. You need to reach.
How much for your house?
Just so you know,
and me and you could walk. If that
just so you know,
walk,
chicken is not a popular thing this weekend. I won't say give me
try to incriminate.
Chicken will not be a popular product on the menu.
That's a good enough clue for me. Yes. That works for me. That make you know right away. Just make sure that that not Steve's favorite fish, tilapia. We know.
Good morning, They put groove.
Don't try to promote that like that. The National Fish Cooking Tree. No.
We want crown. Nicest fish in the world of crown. People like this, a lot of flesh.
Yes.
The big.
Yeah, we want tilapia. Yes.
Tilapia, like when we can't get other fish, then we eat tilapia.
Morning group, we still love you. But we want the next night of fish then.
So that pretty much sums up. It's going to be activities every hour on the hour. Too much to mention here. Come out and enjoy it and experience it.
That's right.
Finishing up with the basket quickly.
Okay. This one right here, this is the cashew jam.
You need that for
the
this toast and
cashew butter and jelly
sandwich.
Cashew jam.
With the fried jacket.
And this is
I can attest to it with the fried jacket.
Are these products available in town at any store? You have to go
you just make a call and a number is here, and we have people who commute every day, and we say just pick up.
I don't want to get addicted to nothing where I can't find.
No man, you can find this. Just call that number, and we send it to my niece who works at Enrique Martinez, or to my daughter who lives on Ziricote Street.
You mean right here?
Yeah.
You mean right close? All right.
Around the lane. You just call and we will say, okay, tomorrow morning pick up.
And the final newest
and the final one, which is a new product.
You had me at that.
Yeah, this is a sweet and spicy cashew sauce.
You want this, y'all. You want
this
this
sweet and sour chicken.
Yes.
This is an option to that.
Sweet and
put ketchup to shame when you put that food like where you put ketchup.
Right.
Put ketchup to shame. That is good stuff.
And just like the label says, it's sweet, it's spicy.
The habanero seed at top there.
Yes, habanero seed.
So that will behave itself.
Yes,
right.
but we don't make it too spicy, you know.
Right. Nice and spicy, but not too hot.
We understand like
but
children might like it, you know.
Right.
So this would go well on fried fish, fried chicken, or anything. Yeah. So and on the same base snook.
Right.
So if you get the base snook and you have this, you just.
So we don't want to miss out any.
Yes.
We don't want to miss out on anything when it happen at Crooked Tree. So we got one destination this weekend. So make sure to reach.
And I got 2 days to make it.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
That's right.
And then quickly, I will say that some of the other products that we'll be having will be cashew bone, cashew bread, cashew kasham. That's a new one that
You
we
had me at kasham. Now my favorite, but I've never had a
Kasham because there's no
kasham.
can in there.
Right.
My bedroom will say, careful, warning when I got a cashew face, I come back with wife.
He has experience. Yeah, he has experience, Mose. That's for sure.
You
get lucky, yes.
But it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. Every year it's fun. Every year we try to build and make it better. And that's our goal this year, to make it the biggest and the best that it has been.
I just want to add that, you know, we have to go way to the western part of the corner. But for the people who want to know why cashew seed is so expensive and thing, my guy is going to be roasting. I want to explain it to them.
Right.
We're going to roast cashew seed. We're going to rock them. And then we'll hand out some cashew seed.
Rick, you have to tell them good thing, not cheap.
Yes, exactly.
You have to tell them good thing, not cheap.
Yep.
Good thing, not cheap, sorry, y'all. I mean, you know. Because you know what nicer like, I don't want one nicer like this. And you get inflation and a hard work, because as you will show, you have to walk or get it.
You have to clean under the tree. You got to pick them up. You got to wash them and dry them good, and then you got to roast them. Unfortunately, we got the best pine wood in the world, the Caribbean pine.
All right.
Because the idea that we burn up the outside really quick,
right,
so that when you break them out, they're still whole.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll get shish, lot of pieces. If it's slow, it's going to cook too. So this is the skillful part of getting this right here.
Yep.
Right.
And then you have to break them one by one.
One by one. We don't got machines. We don't got no machine like other countries.
Hand labor.
Yep.
8 hours sit down, you're stiff when you know.
You see?
We don't want to late for the next appointment, so we give
definitely
thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
We and share. We getting a lot of information for listeners and viewers, you know.
Okay.
And please find a container, and I want the whole of this building get
put it
cashew.
up on the table right there. We clean this every morning.
Yes.
Trust me, everybody at their one. The whole thing, thank you.
You want to wet this up bad and it's very sticky. You want to leave plastic bag or something.
We got plastic bag, right?
We got bag. Trust me.
We got bag.
This is a really good luck bag.
Yeah, we got bag. big up bag, big up bowl, big up pot. Right.
No teeth pan no. Teeth your cashew.
Yes. Not the pan. So we're going to break. We want to thank you so much for coming here. And we just invite people one more time. Please, go to Crooked Tree. That down the destination is weekend. You need that, and you need the compliment because that's right. All right. So we'll take a break now.
Alice Ghana last year?
Yes. When Crooked Tree come, I love. When they come and bring
you never tell me nothing. We
never share nothing. Everybody just whenever come back.
Make sure they have middle of
ever catch me again. Thank you guys for coming, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
come out, people. You are good. Come out. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Throughout its long-standing history, Atlántida Financial Group has been a symbol of financial strength, growth, and innovation in the region. Atlántida Financial Group is comprised of market leaders such as Atlantic Bank in Belize, Banco Atlántida in Honduras, as well as other companies in insurance, pension fund administration, financial leasing, brokerage services, among other sectors. Its strength and integrity has allowed the group to gain trust from its more than 4 million customers spread over 8 countries, and has positioned it as one of the most complete and diverse entities in Latin America. Its leadership and financial strength are demonstrated by key indicators such as assets under management, which as of December 2023 stood at $21 billion and growing. The group boasts the largest pension fund administrator in Central America and the Caribbean. A workforce of more than 6,000 employees strive to serve its customers with excellence and professionalism, pushing the group forward in its mission to continuously provide high-quality financial solutions. Atlantic Bank, as a proud member of the Atlántida Financial Group for 53 years, is committed to this mission, to its depositors, collaborators, and the community that it serves. To this purpose, the bank has built the largest network of branches in the country and remains the only bank in Belize with first-rate international banking correspondence. Atlántida Financial Group, contributing to the economic development of Belize since 1971.
Upcoming enhancements to My Social Security. The new healthcare provider feature seamlessly connects healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers to facilitate the payment of sickness benefits. Here are the enhancements. Registered healthcare providers will create and submit online medical certificates using their healthcare provider accounts. Insured persons will receive a link to view the medical certificate to complete and submit their sickness benefit claim. And employers will receive an email notification of their employee's sickness claim. Also, the insured person and their employer will receive a copy of the claim decision letter after review. Healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers are encouraged to create a portal account to access and benefit from these new services on My Social Security at ssbportal.org.bz. My Social Security online portal. Social Security at your fingertips.
Welcome to Design Depot, home of tiles from around the world. Design Depot's tile gallery selection includes some of the latest styles in ceramic, porcelain, marble, natural stone, and glass tiles, transforming your indoor and outdoor tile projects. Designing your space has never been easier with our wide selection of high-quality tiles, expert staff, and world-class customer service. If you can envision it, we can help make it happen. Available at Design Depot, all in one place.
Where your prescription? What are the best place to go?
Freetown Drugstore.
Bam City. When the drugstore then close up the night and pan Sunday and holidays, which one open?
Freetown Drugstore.
Bam City. When you need somebody to talk to about your medication, who you are turn to?
Bam City. We have been serving the general public for more than 30 years with fast, professional, and efficient services. We will continue doing so with honesty, integrity, and consistency. This is the loyal Freetown Drugstore crew, always happily serving the general public at 28 Freetown Road, Belize City. Telephone 223-2876.
It's another Creme Advertiser Special for the months of April and May. Advertisers who take a package on Creme Radio and XTV in the months of April and May will enter our Advertiser Raffle and the chance to win another fabulous weekend getaway, which includes accommodations for two nights at Sereme Villas. Sereme Villas, making your home away from home in beautiful Kikoker at 445 Alameda Drive. Family friendly, perfectly tucked away with 24-hour service, featuring 7 villas, outdoor swimming pool, garden, restaurant and bar, and sun terrace. Call Sereme Villas at 501-610-6147. Winner of the Creme Advertiser Special also gets breakfast, lunch, and dinner provided by M's Hideaway Restaurant for the 2 days. M's Hideaway also does delivery in Kikoker. Transportation to Kikoker for this wonderful getaway provided by San Pedro Belize Express Water Taxi. This prize package of over $1,500 can be yours if you advertise now. Contact our relationship officers at 280-4469. It's another Creme Advertiser Special for the months of April and May.
And we are back. We are back on XTV, WB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. It's a beautiful Thursday morning, 9th of May, 2024. Crooked Tree bring with some vibes, bring with some nice cashew products. And so we happy that Mose. How the cashew butter stand? Rich too? The man came and talk when the cashew nuts nice. Yeah, the number for you to participate in this morning's conversation, of course, 280-5848. That's the number for you to participate in this morning's conversation. My name is Numi, Usher. I'm here with Mose, Hyde, and we just had representatives from the Crooked Tree Cashew Fest and Agriculture Show. So, if you don't have no plans this weekend, if you don't want to wait for care mommy on Sunday, that's an option for you. Think about it. Try sort out yourself. Like they said, there is transportation on the Saturday. They have Crooked Tree bus walk here all the way into Crooked Tree. But on a Sunday, you could do like me. You catch one of the night bus and then you walk the lead 5 miles along. Get a nice straw hat or get a nicely umbrella. Get a bottle of water and a nice scenic walk. You say you know the pan that though. You know you don't walk into Crooked Tree from the cutter.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
You don't know walking.
I said hell no.
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
I want to do it though.
My comment.
I look forward to it. I want to do it. I look forward to it. I like walks. I walk whole city. I walk the spot. I walk Ladyville.
I just want to walk the Crooked Tree Causeway.
I hear you.
I don't look forward to doing that. Sorry.
I hear you. Right. Again, like we said, the number 280-5848. That's the number for you to participate in this morning's conversation. That was a nice little pause from the conversation that we were having. You know, one nicely deviation from what's going on. I'm glad that she mentioned it. We finally heard from Mr. Gay. He's one of the developers of the Port of Magical Belize. And we got a lot of information from that call, from that presentation, I must say. But we do have a caller. So caller, you're on the air. Please go ahead.
Morning, Belizeans.
Good morning. Good morning.
I take a deep breath. I tell you, see that when it rains, it pours. First, to continue with my weekly calling campaign as it relates to the outstanding financial statement for 9 years that has not been submitted to the Auditor General's office. So that the responsibility of the Accountant General, Mrs. Teresita Miranda, and going up the chain of hierarchy, the Financial Secretary, Joseph Wade, and then the Finance Minister and Prime Minister John Briceño,
right?
Which for yes?
No, go ahead. You know, we're just agreeing that yes, that it ranks, right? That it ranks.
That the financial statement from April 2015 to March 2023 needs to be submitted to the Auditor General's office so that we could have Auditor General report. So that pressure won't continue. Today is day 19. This particular campaign started on Wednesday, April 24, 2024, thanks to the President of the Public Service Union calling to WUB.
Right.
Also on that 19 days countdown, to the members of the National Assembly who are not laying on the table the two Auditor General reports will get submitted today and they're still not laid on the table yet. The Auditor General report for April 2013 to March 2014 and April 2014 to March 2015. I encourage Belizeans, because we are the government of Belize, to go to www.audit.gov.bz. That's www.audit.gov.bz. So they can start to familiarize themselves with what happened that the Auditor General's office for their own self. You want to pop up where said this report is currently unavailable because it has not been tabled in the National Assembly. When you click on the Auditor General's report for April 2014, March 2015, April 2013, March 2014. At some point, we as Belizeans have to hold ourselves accountable for government, both administration and every administration again worse than rough. So other than talk about it, which is important that we do, we have to hold them accountable. So that day 16 is today. Today is also day 1 for ministers of government and government employees will travel around this world and say then the task for Belizean people and not tell you when they're going, not tell you what they're going to say, not come back and tell you what happened when they're gone. So that's day 1. Just, I think, maybe Monday, we're going to have this conversation. Is it a Monday or the Tuesday, Wednesday, about the foreign minister going to Guatemala and not say nothing to me. And then here come the prime minister, prime number 1, the leading minister. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I wish the prime minister would have just shut up him up. Because I just embarrassed. I don't know, you know how you have got people in your close circle and if they really care about you and say, listen, hold up now, not now, shut up, conduct yourself differently. If people care about you in your close circle, then I tell her, listen, it'll make yourself look bad, it'll make we look bad because we're your friend and company. Right. Somebody in that cabinet, only the talk to that man, it just not listen to, I mean, you don't have to quarrel to come out and say, well, this is what may happen at that time. Respect to XTV News Director Marcella Maya and the entire news team for a long piece this morning on the Senate Select hearing. Right. Look like quarrel have to happen to make truth come out. So I really want to encourage people close to the Prime Minister. Tell a man to make him not say nothing. Or if you have to get somebody to write a thing for a real type of pump like it was used to, at least make it sound like he could have one common sense conversation. And I want to say the same thing to the commissioner, shut up. Commissioner Police, shut up. But somebody will like talk like me, I know what for now, just better for you, just shut up. Now not everything we are thinking needs to say because people can only think it on food till they open their mouth and prove they're right. So today that day 1. And to close it out, what are only the people who are save the people. Last month, April 22nd to the 24th, Monday through Wednesday, they had the conference of the parties Santiago, Chile. Representing Belize for the first time, that is vocal point person for the regional agreements on access to information, people participation, and justice in environmental matters in Latin America and the Caribbean. The vocal point person is Vanessa Figueroa Wade. So she garnered the presentation, she garnered this meeting, and she talked on behalf of the Belizeans. I contact her, ask her to please send me the video clip where she talked, because I know it's available. She said that she don't have it. Somebody who I trust said to me, I know I have it. So I said to she, well, I get from a credible source that you have it. Why you don't want to share it? Her response to me is that for all future, anything I got to say as it relates to this council agreement, go through the department because it's of a she personal phone, and she don't appreciate the accusation that they make about her. No problem. Give thanks because I don't have the technical skills. I send it to one of our European partners who then cut it, found all the presentation, and sent it to me. So then I could hear what she said because I did hear other people that say, oh, I really like the Belize presentation, so I want to know what he said. What people, the big old stuff. So there has been no report back from the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Climate Change, Disaster Risk Management. None. And the environmental NGOs, they're really silent. They don't got nothing to say neither. They're not hold the state accountable. So, and then all the other groups of people, what are the status quo people, go along with it. I said to Belizean people, remember now, UES represents African people racialized as black people. That must be priority number 1. Other Belizeans do benefit at home and abroad, but black people business is we business number 1. we have to speak with the own eyes. Stop the growing up with them people wanting to sit out a road because they don't always friend a company. But that we won't have to blame ourselves to these people. That we not hold with self accountable for get the knowledge and then hold them people accountable when you book them one-on-one. And I know this, if people that stop on me can't tell them not take their $50. But I just said, take it and still hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. And the need for get better at holding them accountable. And it makes the efforts and I appreciate them, but be consistent with holding political leaders accountable. Not a split up on story to story to story, like, stay upon this, ministers not being transparent and accountable, especially when traveling. Stay upon the injustice where it happened at the Sarsoon Island. Stay upon it. It do take a lot of effort. I agree. Some people will say, I'm tired of me, but I know business. So remember, give thanks that we got a one media house that I have the access to do this and the space to do this. I feel safe for doing it. And remember, only the people want to save the people. One love.
All right, give thanks. We go to break?
Right, so we'll take a break and we will be right back.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation Jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation Jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
For 19 years, SMART has been the pulse of our nation. A journey of growth, innovation, resilience, and unity.
From the first call that bridged distances to the data that brought us closer than ever, SMART has been there, weaving threads of connection across our beautiful land.
We have been active in providing innovative solutions to enhance our customers' lifestyles. Over the years, SMART has developed and provided various services to meet customers' needs.
To the dreamers, doers, and the believers, thank you for making SMART a part of your story. For 19 years of trust, loyalty, partnership, and shared experiences.
As we celebrate 19 years of connecting lives and dreams, let's keep the rhythm alive. Together, let's continue to shape our future one connection at a time.
Come and be a part of the SMART family, where we empower you and our country today, tomorrow, and beyond.
SMART, bringing people together.
My Social Security. Your direct online access to all your Social Security information. 360 view of all your Social Security information. Registration services, benefits, contributions, and employer services at your fingertips. Enjoy all the new features with your My Social Security account. Register with SSB. Submission of benefit claims. Submission of contribution statements. View contribution record. Enjoy all your My Social Security feature at ssbportal.org.bz. Social Security at your fingertips.
Throughout its long-standing history, Atlantida Financial Group has been a symbol of financial strength, growth, and innovation in the region. Atlantida Financial Group is comprised of market leaders such as Atlantic Bank in Belize, Banco Atlantida in Honduras, as well as other companies in insurance, pension fund administration, financial leasing, brokerage services, among other sectors. Its strength and integrity has allowed the group to gain trust from its more than 4 million customers spread over 8 countries and has positioned it as one of the most complete and diverse entities in Latin America. Its leadership and financial strength are demonstrated by key indicators such as assets under management, which as of December 2023 stood at $21 billion and growing. The group boasts the largest pension fund administrator in Central America and the Caribbean. A workforce of more than 6,000 employees strive to serve its customers with excellence and professionalism, pushing the group forward in its mission to continuously provide high-quality financial solutions. Atlantic Bank, as a proud member of the Atlantida Financial Group for 53 years, is committed to this mission, to its depositors, collaborators, and the community that it serves. To this purpose, the bank has built the largest network of branches in the country and remains the only bank in Belize with first-rate international banking correspondence. Atlantida Financial Group, contributing to the economic development of Belize since 1971.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale, professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Belize!
And we are back. We are back. XTV, WB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes on this Thursday, 9th May 2024. It is 8:39 a.m. here in studios. My name is Numi Usher. I am here with Mose, Hyde, and we are talking about, well, we just had the call from Yaya Maureen Coleman, and I want to thank her and congratulate her on asking our ministers or public citizens, yes, you are more than welcome, and you will definitely have private escapades and private trips and private events. That's a part of being in leadership, right? You catch flights, but we will catch feelings if you are not coming to us and sharing with us what you are doing in our name. I am glad that she has kept her foot on the government's neck in that regard, because that is a part of the Escazú agreement, right? The public access to information. So when we sign these things, we are signatories. Okay, good, I happy Belize sign on and we're a part of it, but we have to also be accountable even to our own selves. And I'm glad that Sandra Coy has mentioned and Yaya has reiterated and you have said, we have to also hold our leadership accountable. Right? You can't just jump on TV and say, oh, I don't know why Jews the one about that. That was a private trip. It was a private trip. It turned on private though when you meet the leader, the head of state of the Mexican nation state, right? That when it stopped being a private trip. it became a public trip right away. Right? And I like how the man said, well, I'm done got a suit in my suitcase. So I almost wonder, maybe I'm done plan that. I don't know. Not two birds, two stone, but caller, you're on the air. Please go right ahead.
Hi, good morning. I have a question in regards to, you know, how the Prime Minister gone in Mexico and everything. Everything all hush. And you know, in reference to the example we want to use as far as when people do things sneaking up because they're up to something, you know. So I listen up because when I listen to the news, the man say how, you know, the taxes and the permits and everything are being free and all of this thing will be, like, you went there, we have this crisis with the cartels and with the, you know, electricity, and you went to open up all of this. It seems like that was the reason why.
All right, so we missed that sister there, but I guess if I can continue your speculation, is it that you're asking if we start to free up everything because CFE or Comisión Federal de Electricidad is threatening to cut us off from power? That's why we have these very fluid load sheddings, you know, fluid areas, fluid. I must say, I am grateful that yesterday we never experienced a load shedding, or I don't know if I sleep through it again. But I don't know, I think later.
Yeah, there was load shedding. Yesterday there was load shedding here.
Well, we get one.
Yeah.
Minutes to 4.
I didn't experience any load shedding in Ladyville.
Right.
But let me just say a quick thing here.
Mm-hmm. Must be said. Bears mentioning.
A quick thing here.
Mm-hmm.
So the Senate inquiry had its Netflix moment yesterday. And it's good Netflix.
Phenomenal Netflix.
It's good Netflix. It's good. It's quality. It's quality.
Entertainment.
It's quality entertainment.
Now, you know, because I don't say I want the media understand that you don't need to speak in non-disparaging terms about the members of the Special Select Committee.
Who said that?
The chair.
I never catch that part.
The chair said that.
I don't talk disparaging about the members.
I don't think so neither.
I talk disparaging about the process. I
think we've always said that.
I speak disparagingly about the structure of the process.
And how ineffective it is. Again, there was an accusation that, you know, it was outside your terms of reference. But there we are. But caller, you're on the air. Please go right ahead.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, brother,
what do you want?
What's up? You know, I want to I get into the talk to I tell you why, I'm going to tell why. I want, you know, kind of posh. But I want to know where the media turns to go. So it's everybody needs to have things about it. But the media turns to go the government and release the electricity accountable to what's going on, because how long we do we have their problems with Mexico when it comes to if they shut we off from getting electricity, things like this may happen. Where we don't even solve the problem, we don't hold nobody accountable. The DL I think it's the DL come on talk shows annually, end of the year, whenever they come on the show and they runs and rampant about how many profits they make and blah blah blah, and they tell you when they are raise their prices, but they not tell you nothing positive where they are doing. They improve the system.
Right.
You understand? Nobody know the whole people accountable for nothing. Believe me, no hold nobody accountable on a whole for nothing. Because all when you are doing, notice the keyword of the week, that everybody mostly guilty about it, guilty this. We will get off Facebook and we will make really memes come outside to yell, I just want to talk and all kind of these things to playing over play. But nobody know the food, nobody accountable. Where BL has planned to fix this solution. Yeah, we know about the situation here. Where they fix, have the whole damn sea out there where we could do different ways to generate electricity. If you go up in a United States, different parts, I don't really want to use United States because they're far advanced that way. But what happened to the windmills where they used to generate electricity? Then I think the last year or year before, we get like so much $1 million for Saudi Arabia for solar electricity. Now, BL bash people when they want to do solar electricity because they don't make no profit if everybody goes solar. We could go solar because Belize always have sunlight. You understand?
Right.
We could do a lot of things to correct this situation, but nobody in the whole the government accountable for nothing, nobody in the whole the company accountable for nothing. All we have to do is sit down here and dark every night and run joke and talk her. And I even know and I cut stupid it for Facebook. And then tomorrow again we want to blackout, we want to sweat in our house. But nobody knows to do nothing to hold people accountable. The Prime Minister reaching in Mexico didn't even mention anything about how we were called to get up the child people could get this power thing started out. Well, we do our countrymen, we just sit down back and take everything. Everything we sit down and take gas go. We're gonna get gas like some idiots and we're full with things like if they are last till the next gas change. This is state government twisted, that's how gas is going over $10. Let's follow it that.
Right. Well, actually, last night was one of the first times I have heard any politician talk about what energy plan. But as again, the Prime Minister never elaborate what that energy plan is going to be. And granted, maybe, you know, the words are nice, but I feel like we're in a position where we experience their outages consistently. I don't know where the pivot was away from CFE just dumping us and letting us go, but apparently we are still continuing to buy from them, even though they have said and made it clear, listen, our priority is Mexican consumers. We will produce to them. When we have extras we are sell to you, but our priority are Mexican consumers. And I can't knock them for that. Look out for you by all means. But my thing is, so from that time when we had those conversations last year or whenever those conversations were had initially, why didn't the government of Belize, along with PUC and BEL, and I will take my off for you, PUC, why wasn't there a plan with the engineers, with sustainable development, with whoever else, new growth industries? Why didn't you all come together and say, listen, we need an energy plan. We need an energy production plan. Yes, no, don't borrow the money from Saudi Arabia. Apparently that now are coming to play 2028. I don't know if we have already started to pay back the loan. We don't even know what are the loan terms. But by all means, we're supposed to have an energy plan for the time our main provider, they say, listen, we will look out for we first, right? I would assume that the natural order that will make you say, okay, so what that for we plan? So that if that drop the water or if anything change, we know that we are experiencing climate crisis. We know that the countries where we experience climate crisis the hardest will be the countries in the plantation scene. That is to say, all these countries that had plantation type agriculture because of enslavement, because of colonization, we are the ones who are take the most lick. When it comes to hurricane, when it comes to rising temperatures, right? The colonizing countries or the first world and developed countries, they not detect the leak, then it create the most damage, but that we will experience the leak when we come off of that. So it's good to hear that there is an energy plan. I would like to know what that energy plan is and when it comes into effect. And I think that we should move in a way that we wait until something happens and we just respond. What happened to proactive type responses, right? Have something in place so that when the thing happens, we already have something where we're like activate. Whether that energy production, whether that's seeking out for other persons, because maybe energy production is not a part of their plan. Maybe they just want to continue to buy cheap energy. I don't know if that's cheaper to them than producing to continue to buy. I wouldn't agree with that, but at the same time, I know working electricity. So I would encourage BEL. It was nice of you to have one of your employees call us, But I feel like we're in a position where you need to come and discuss here and tell us what are the plans so that we could have that and share that with our viewers, listeners, and streamers. I feel like that's very important. More than one leave phone call. Not the right a phone call, but I think that we're in a position where we need to leave it more than that.
Fair. I just want to finish off on the Netflix.
Oh yes, right. How we get
And I will speak about it a little bit more. And I call it Netflix because it's entertaining.
Right.
It's entertaining.
That.
Obviously, Mr. Gig could have chosen to do as others have done because the Senate apparatus has been unable to force anybody to say, all they need to say is that is not a part of your terms of reference, and I don't have to answer that. That could have been Mr. Gig's position. Mr. Gig's position, obviously he chose to do it because he had some strategic things he wanted to put out there. So essentially, Mr. Gig moved from out of a defensive posture and yesterday went into an offensive posture to establish certain things. One, to establish his side, but also to establish how much money they don't spend. So they're building their case legally. That's what's looking at you. You play, you playing with us when you know that if this we will have grounds to come after you, which we may don't say. This whole process will be the Super Bowl of litigation. That's what is really brewing here.
Lawyer fest, and we see the lawyers at the special select committee anyways.
Attorney fest. It's a bonanza. But so some people, the big walkaway is Mr. Gig says somebody may want 7 figures to make this thing happen. He never interested in do that, and so that is. But somebody may want 7 figures, and that is salacious. That is big Netflix moment. Blah 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 blah. In my view, that exposes the shallowness of the mechanism, because what happened is that somebody actually decided, I see opportunity in this. I could throw a big smoke bomb on the past administration.
Yeah.
And that was done. Okay, cool. But that's not a smoke bomb, but that's also an allegation that somebody committed a crime because somebody was asking for a bribe. The fact that that can be left open-ended like that, and somebody could say, I can't tell you who though, again, really demonstrates
the ineffectivity of that system.
And I'll argue again, just to repeat, one of the, they say we always could find problems. One of the upgrades they could do for this process, and we have watched this process fall on its face over and over and over, multiple versions of it have done so, is that we obviously need a process where when somebody goes under oath, that if you do not provide an honest, a truthful response under oath, and we can prove that you did not, you will go to jail.
Right.
That's the American system. So when they get you in front of Congress, or they get you in front of their Senate, you are risking jail time.
Right.
If you don't speak the truth.
Here.
And remember now, you could say something untruthful about a matter that was not the core question. But when they get you from a small matter with an untruth, they could still threaten you with jail time. And then I said, if you don't come up, we got you now. We could
the
prove
framework
the framework lend itself to really kind of tightening the screws on someone. We ain't got screws. So you have a situation where somebody, in my view, my humble opinion, yesterday Mr. Gig went on the offense.
Right.
He said he changed his mind because remember now, he was looking like he was going to fall into line and say, as others have done, you show up with your attorney, or just say, I'm not going to say. And he must look at it and say, well, maybe and make a change my mind. Yeah, I could actually get things out there, because there will be eyes and ears, and I could put things out there.
Right.
And there's no risk of anything, and I know when to stop. I know when I say no name. I just have to throw this out there. So that was thrown out there.
Several things were thrown out there.
Thrown out there, and then you just have some people come and say, well, no. The point is that it is important to have a process where we try to uncover, especially with something of this magnitude, that is going to cost us this much. This is already costing us. This is already a big mess. The reality is that it's an important process for there to be an intense looking into, looking underneath, looking in all the corners to find potential wrongdoing. That is good. And again, in my view, the people who are operating in this space are doing their very best. The problem is the mechanism.
Right.
That's my contention. And I feel instead of it having a great moment yesterday, I feel it had a moment that showcased its inadequacy even more. That's my view. Again, I would gladly be proven wrong if this process can actually get to something, but having somebody throw an allegation just like that, just as it's a smoke bomb, that for me is great entertainment, good for news cycles, good for, it's good for Facebook
views,
posts.
likes, and shares.
It's good for that.
And that's about it, views, likes, and shares.
That's it.
Is anybody held accountable? Anybody held responsible? Is there going to be any investigation into these allegations that are being made? Anybody get deal with? Anybody get questioned? At this point, it's giving not. Like, it's just that not happening.
Be all the time.
Right. So we're gonna have that break. Come right back.
When you get your prescription, what are the best place to go?
Freetown Drugstore.
Bam City.
When the drugstore then close up the night and on Sunday and holidays, which one open?
Freetown Drugstore.
Bam City.
When you need somebody to talk to about your medication, who you turn to?
Bam City.
We have been serving the general public for more than 30 years with fast, professional, and efficient services. We will continue doing so with honesty, integrity, and consistency.
This is the loyal Freetown Drugstore crew, always happily serving the general public at 28 Freetown Road, Belize City. Telephone 223-2876.
Prepare for the heat and stay cool with a Reamer Gree air conditioning unit from Benny's. Choose the right BTU unit size for your bedroom or living room and enjoy complete comfort. You can also save money with an inverter unit that is energy efficient. When the heat is on, stay cool and comfortable with an affordable, dependable AC unit from Ream or Gree. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Upcoming enhancements to My Social Security. The new healthcare provider feature seamlessly connects healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers to facilitate the payment of sickness benefits. Here are the enhancements. Registered healthcare providers will create and submit online medical certificates using their healthcare provider accounts. Insured persons will receive a link to view the medical certificate to complete and submit their sickness benefit claim. And employers will receive an email notification of their employee's sickness claim. Also, the insured person and their employer will receive a copy of the claim decision letter after review. Healthcare providers, insured persons, and employers are encouraged to create a portal account to access and benefit from these new services on My Social Security at ssbportal.org.bz. My Social Security online portal. Social Security at your fingertips.
It's another Creme Advertiser Special for the months of April and May. Advertisers who take a package on Creme Radio and XTV in the months of April and May will enter our Advertiser Raffle and the chance to win another fabulous weekend getaway, which includes accommodations for two nights at Sereme Villas. Sereme Villas, making your home away from home in beautiful Kikoker at 445 Alameda Drive. family friendly, perfectly tucked away with 24-hour service, featuring 7 villas, outdoor swimming pool, garden, restaurant and bar, and sun terrace. Call Serme Villas at 501-610-6147. Winner of the Creme Advertiser Special also gets breakfast, lunch, and dinner provided by M's Hideaway Restaurant for the 2 days. M's Hideaway also does delivery in Keycocker. Transportation to Keycocker for this wonderful getaway provided by San Pedro Belize Express Water Taxi. This prize package of over $1,500 can be yours if you advertise now. Contact our relationship officers at 280-4469. It's another Creme Advertiser Special for the months of April and May.
All right, and we are back just to say thank you and goodbye. We want to thank our guests from the Crooked Tree Cashew Fest and Agricultural Show for all the goodies that they brought. Really nice, and you could get yours by just going to Crooked Tree this weekend. We want to encourage you to do that. We want to thank all the callers. Yes. Breakfast at the pan lock for you, fairly well.
No, it start because Alexis said he want to homemade wheat bread or something.
What?
We're deal with the matter.
Rich!
I mean, unfortunately, we can't invite anybody to this shindig, but...
Yeah, sorry about that, but hopefully we're going to do this all over again. But before that, we have to do all the thank yous. Larry G, our radio simulcast on Creme Radio. Alexa Bilal with the homemade wheat bread coming in the clutch. Thank you very much. Alexa Bilal, we have Edson DeBon on the camera, and Clifton Lewis, who had everything set up well before we got here. We want to thank you so much. Everybody will watch, everybody will stream, everybody will download the apps and follow it on social media.
Big up yourself, brother. They're at Chicago. Say to watch it on the big screen on YouTube. On the big screen. Say the thing.
Wow, that like cinema.
Yeah.
And I love that. Shot sit it up in. I love that for us. Remember, you can do that too. Remember, we need your streams, your shares, your follows, your likes, your comments. So make sure to follow.
You gotta subscribe.
Yes, subscribe, follow, and you gotta interact. We need the engagement for the algorithms. That's how we stay active. That's how you get with notifications. Remember to hit the notification reminders that you get with every single time. Hopefully we can do this all over again tomorrow at 9 to 9. So, Belizeans, stand strong, stand firm. For now,
we go!
Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put the time in. Wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling. WUB. Be yourself, see yourself. This is the show of people. Belize our hopes for to needless reason. Nobody feel left out is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes. WUB. And all the things that will feel happen like dark blue skies. And nothing that people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, wake up, Belize. Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put the time in. Wake